So we got this, it's a 1995 W900L chassis that we got for our 68. And it had an 84-inch studio sleeper on it. So it's a pretty long chassis. I can't tell you what the wheelbase is, but it's long. It had a 3406E and a 15-speed in it. So we got the whole deal. And you guys that don't know, the VIN number on these vehicles tells, you know, what the build on the chassis was. So whenever you need to get parts, you take them the VIN number and they look it up, and they can figure out what parts you need, say for the brakes or the axles or whatever. So we've got the VIN number for the chassis and everything. So whenever we need to buy parts, which we will, we're gonna do a complete chassis overhaul, be all the brake lines, brake chambers, brake shoes, kingpins, tie rod ends. The chassis will be brand new when we get done with it. But we're just getting started. We just got it home the other day. Like I said, the first pressure washing. We'll get the motor out of here and really get down on it. But you know, just we've done the first little bit to try to make it less greasy to work on. And I've cleaned a little bit on the wheels. These wheels look terrible, but they will clean up. And to kind of give you an idea how they'll clean up. Now this is just a rough first once over, and that's kind of what they come out like. And this is just, like I said, just a rough once over. And then just for fun, I hit this with the buffing wheel, and this is without the proper prep. I mean, this wheel was not ready to be polished by any means. So that's kind of an idea of what it could look like. And then the tank, you know, this is just a clean, this is like a Brillo. Okay, so it's gonna clean up nice. And then just for fun, I hit it a little bit with a buffing wheel, and that's what it can look like. It'll look much better than that because I will do all the proper stages before we get to that point. I mean, this was a rough and dirty polish with a wore out polishing wheel. This was a 6-inch wheel to start with, and it's been used quite a bit, which I'll probably start with an 10 or a 12 on these tanks because the area is so huge. But it will need progressive sanding. I mean, there's some rough spots on it, and all that years of oxidization and stuff all has to come off before you can get to the polishing stage. And this was just a rough and dirty polish, just to see. And the tanks aren't dented, just a few scuffs here and there. So it will polish up really nice. I mean, they're not brand new tanks, and they're not going to be perfect. And we could do the same thing with these steps because they're all aluminum. Just have to get all the years of grime and gunk off of them before you can get started on that. So that's where we're at right this minute. Just kind of playing around, trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. And then we'll start disassembly, and we'll clean and stuff as we go. And then we'll probably do a mock-up on the cab and sleeper before we do any paint work. And then we'll come back and everything will get blasted down to raw and epoxy primed and painted and all that stuff. But that's where we're at. That's where we're going. Just getting started on this thing, but this truck is going to be awesome. I've had a few comments that seem like they're really excited about this project, and I am. And I know I have been slow and drug my feet on other projects, but this right here, this truck's going to make money, so it's going to get pushed to the front as much as it can be. We're gonna fit a sleeper to this truck, but the here's the initial plan. Kenley I-95 truck stop, which is a part of the I-80 truck stop in Iowa. It's owned by the same people, and they're gonna have a big truck show in May, and so we're gonna try to get. We're gonna take the Pete here, and we'll probably tow the 68 up there, and we'll, just to make it a little more show worthy, we'll probably do a quick buff on the paint and polish the wheels up just to have it look a little presentable for the show. But these wheels and stuff they're not going to be the ones that go on this truck, because like I said, this whole truck is going on this new chassis here, but we don't have time to get that far before the show, so we're gonna do what we can so we can take this and kind of introduce it on this show, and then when the show comes around next year, we can take the finished truck. So and that's kind of what we're looking at. That's kind of where we're going, and we'll just see how it works out. Kind of want to take something else too, so we'll probably get boots to hook the lowboy, and maybe take the 77 Freightliner cab over also. But we're still in the planning stages on this. Don't know where we're going with it yet, but we want to make that show, and so we'll see how it goes to get to that point. But we've got a lot going on. There'll be a lot more content coming. We've got Christopher down here, so he's gonna help while I'm going out and making money. So there'll be something going on here probably constantly. I don't know if it'll be daily videos, but at least weekly videos, and keep stuff coming on for you guys to show you the progress, and hopefully it goes as fast as I want it to. Maybe it'll go at least as fast as you guys want it to, but I mean, don't nobody want it done to happen no faster than I do. So we'll see how it goes, but this is what's going on right now, and this thing is going to clean up just absolutely fantastic. We still do need to make one more run up to the junkyard where we got this chassis from, and get some matching wheels like this for the front. And so we'll do that, and then we, like I said, we're getting started on the tear down and clean up and stuff. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll get you more content going on as we go. So,
because I believed you, I'm just saying it's unbelievable.
We got
Filming on the set.
We got these two lined up together just to kind of get a visual. This is a 95 W900L chassis, come out from underneath the W900L with a studio sleeper on it. And it's lined up beside this 68 W92 or whatever neighborhood. And so this is the deal. We're gonna swap the red cab there onto this chassis, and if you can see, it's like 4 foot longer maybe. So it's really gonna look stretched out. I've just roughly cleaned these wheels up, and just a little polish on that to see. And the same thing with the tank. I mean, they need lots more prep work, but they're gonna really clean up nice. So me and Christopher sit here and we're brainstorming. And I think what we're gonna do, I've got a 350 horse 3406B with like 120,000 miles on it. So we're gonna pull this E model out. We're gonna put the 350 horse 3406B in here, and we're just gonna do it down and dirty to try to get this thing put together for the Kenley I-95 truck show in the middle of May. So it is the 2nd of April, the 2nd or 3rd, I don't know. don't know what day it is. I've been really busy. But, so we're going to try to get this thing together and have it running. Because we need to do a rough mock-up before we'll do a rough mock-up, get it running and driving, carry it to Kenley, and then after Kenley, we'll bring it back, tear it back down, clean everything up, do a chassis overhaul, paint the frame, and then prep the cab and paint the cab for paint. But for Kenley, what we're going to do is get it running and driving. We'll buff the cab. The frame will be as is, no paint. And have it ready for the show. So that's the plan. So that's what we're going to try to accomplish. Running driving truck for the truck show. And it'll be a mock-up also. So that's the goal, and we'll see if we can get it done. Y'all stay tuned, because it's gonna be a mad rush. It'll be a roadkill moment, but not quite, because it's not gonna be taking something that's been sitting and just crank it up. We're gonna do what it takes. The motor come out of running driving truck. This chassis right here, when it came in the junkyard, this truck was running with a broke piston in it. So we'll get the airbag that's missing off the back, the rods that are missing off the bottom, and then repair whatever airlines we need to repair, and stick the motor in here and get it going. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a wild ride, but it's gonna be fun.